Have you ever heard a story so quiet, yet so powerful, that it echoes louder than applause? One gift, and millions of hearts moved forever. This isn't just about a donation. This is about healing, real, soul-deep healing, through music, love, and quiet action. Yoongi, better known as SUGA of BTS, just donated $3.6 million to an autism treatment center. But what makes this moment extraordinary isn't the amount, it's the reason. So I have to ask you, when was the last time a celebrity truly changed lives? Not with words, but with silent, steady kindness. If this kind of story moves you, if you believe that music can heal and kindness can ripple, please subscribe. Here we don't chase the noise. We follow the echoes. Let's begin. It didn't come with a press conference. There was no Instagram live. No dramatic build-up. Just a simple announcement. SUGA has donated 5 billion Korean wons, approximately $3.6 million, to establish a treatment center for child P. with autism. That's it. But ARMY knew this wasn't ordinary. Yoongi had always spoken about healing through music. But this was healing through action. The center will be housed in Seoul's Yonsei University Severance Hospital, one of South Korea's oldest and most trusted hospitals. And it won't just provide therapy. It will include music treatment rooms, specialized care, and early diagnosis for children with autism. The name, Yoongi Treatment Center. He didn't want his face on the front. He didn't want headlines. But now millions are talking not because he asked for it, but because he didn't. Why autism? Why this cause? That's the question fans asked first. Why autism? Why now? And if you look closely at SUGA's history, you'll start to see the answer. In multiple interviews, Yoongi has shared his quiet empathy for children who feel out of place, who aren't understood by the world. He once said, "I make music for people who don't feel heard." What many don't know is that Yoongi has worked with music therapists before, for his own healing. When he suffered from anxiety and a severe shoulder injury that nearly ended his career in 2013, he quietly went through therapy. He never bragged about it, never made it a moment. He just got better and then helped others do the same. And that's where this donation comes from. A place of understanding, place of pain, place of purpose. Healing millions without saying a word. What makes SUGA different? He doesn't try to impress. He tries to impact. The autism center he's funding isn't a vanity project. It's being designed in consultation with real therapists, parents, and music experts. It will include music therapy rooms, designed to help children with communication difficulties, sensory environments tailored for neurodivergent needs, early detection tech to help parents seek support sooner, and support for families who can't afford long-term care. But perhaps most touching of all, there's a room in the architectural plan simply labeled Quiet Zone for listening only. No devices, no instructions, just soft lighting, music, and peace. That's SUGA's spirit, turned into space. The global ripple. How ARMY responded. The moment the news broke, ARMY did what ARMY always does. They multiplied the love. Within 24 hours, hashtags like #ThankYouYoongi and #MinYoongiHealing began trending in 26 countries. But they didn't stop there. Indian ARMY chapters launched their own mini fundraising campaigns for autism clinics in Mumbai. US fans created awareness threads in both English and Spanish. A group in Brazil organized a music therapy seminar, quoting SUGA as their inspiration. This wasn't just fandom, it was a movement. Because when someone as private and soft-spoken as SUGA steps out and says, "I care about this," the world listens, and then it acts. Music, autism, and the science behind healing. Why music? Because music bypasses the noise and speaks directly to the soul. Children with autism often struggle with verbal communication, but studies show that music, especially rhythmic, emotionally steady music, helps improve social bonding, emotional regulation, pattern recognition, and even brainwave synchronization. Guess what SUGA's music is full of? Steady rhythms, lyrical repetition, emotional nuance. It's not just art, it's therapy. In fact, a researcher at Yonsei Hospital publicly said, SUGA's compositions themselves are worthy of study for emotional mapping in autistic children. His music heals. Now his actions are catching up. What will you do with this feeling? So here we are, a rapper from Daegu, a boy who fought through depression, injury, and loneliness, a man who turned pain into music, and music into medicine. The world didn't ask him to do this, but he did it anyway. Now the question isn't, why did he donate? The question is, what will we do with this feeling? Because kindness, when it's real, demands action. So today, in honor of SUGA, in honor of every child who struggles to be understood, do something, anything, big or small. Because healing doesn't start in hospitals, starts in the heart. If this story touched you, subscribe. Not for views, but for voices that deserve to be heard. Thank you for listening.